Our topic is Gauss-Jordan method. In Gauss-Jordan method, what we need to do, let us suppose we have a random matrix as, let us suppose the matrix A is there, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. What we need to do, we have to convert it into a diagonal matrix. For diagonal matrix, what we will do, we will make the elements above diagonal and below diagonal as 0. We will convert them into 0. Clear? So for that, firstly, let's write down the given equations in the matrix form. So given equations can be written as AX equal to B, where how to write down A? A is the matrix of coefficients. So first equation will become your first row, coefficient of x, y, z. That means 2, 1, 1, then 3, 2, and 3. You cannot write a equation in the form of a column. You have to write down as in the form of row. Similarly, third equation will become your third row, having the elements 1, 4, and 9. Then capital X, that will be a column matrix having the unknown variables x, y, z. And similarly B, the matrix which is on the right hand side, 10, 18, and 16. Now, whenever you need to convert the matrix A into either upper triangular form or diagonal form, we have to consider both A as well as B. For that, let us consider A colon B. That means writing down B separated by colon. Let's write down the elements once again. 2, 1, 1, 10. Then next is 3, 2, 3, 18. And at last 1, 4, 9, and 16. Clear? Now, what is our purpose? We have to reduce A into this matrix. A, B, C. All the other elements has to be 0. Or we can convert the matrix A into unit matrix. Unit matrix means diagonal elements are 1, all the non-diagonal are 0. Either this or this, it's up to you. Okay? But we will follow this approach. Why? Because when we make 1 as diagonal element, using that 1, it is easy to make zeros. Using 1, it is easy to make 0. Otherwise, we can convert it simply into a diagonal matrix also. I am going to follow this one. Now again, we will use a prefix rule. Only 6 steps are there. You can write down the steps. What is number 1? Make first diagonal 1. Make first diagonal 1. And first diagonal means R1. First diagonal is there in R1. Right? Step number 2. Make first diagonal 1 using this 1. That means using R1. You can underline this. Using R1, make elements below 1 as 0. Clear? Now that means using this 1, make these 2 zeros which are below 1. What is step number 3? Make second diagonal 1. Second diagonal means it will appear in second row. That means R2. Fourth step, using second row. You can underline this. Using second row, that means using R2, make elements below and above. Why below and above? Second diagonal. This one is your second diagonal. Above is this one, this 0, and below is that 0. So make elements below and above as 0 using R2. That's why I am highlighting. Step number 5, make third diagonal 1, and third diagonal will appear in R3, third row. At last, using R3. Let's underline this so that we may remember. Using R3. Now R3 appears in the third row. That means the above elements only. So using R3, make above elements as 0. So these are the 6 steps. If you follow these steps, you will approach at your answer soon. Otherwise, it will lead to 3 to 4 pages. It is not compulsory to follow these steps. It is not compulsory. It's your choice. Otherwise, we know our answer. We need to convert this matrix A into this form or this form. It's up to you whether to follow or not to follow. Okay. So I'm going to start in this form, making first diagonal 1, this one. Using this row, these two elements has to become 0. Then second diagonal 1, using this one, upper and lower element to become 0. Then making third diagonal 1, using that one, above two elements has to be 0. Here, so let us start with our first step, make first diagonal 1. Now see, there are two ways of making this 2 as 1. Number 1, first is multiply first row with 1 by 2. 1 by 2 multiplication. We don't divide in elementary operations. Rather, we can multiply. Instead of writing divide R1 with 2, what we will write? R1 into 1 by 2. Both are one and the same thing. Or what is the second way? See, there is 1 in the first column. So let's interchange first and third row. Let's interchange first and third row. And how to interchange? R1, 3. R1, 3 means interchange first and third row. Clear? So let's start with interchanging first and third. So let's interchange first and third row. So how to write down using R1, 3. So first row will go in the place of third and third will become first. You have to interchange a complete row. Second will remain same, 3, 2, 3 and 18, and similarly 2, 1, 1 and 10. Okay, now see, first step is completed here. First diagonal is 1 and first diagonal means R1. Now using this R1, we have to make these two elements as 0. How you will write? You have to convert R2 into 0, R2 at the first position. We have to use R1 at the second position. Both are of positive sign. So you will use negative. And what will be the constant over here? The same constant which is there in R2. And what is that? 3. So R2 minus 3 R1. In the same way, we have to make this 2 as 0 and this 2 is there in R3. So R3. Again using R1, please underline R1, R1, then again both are of negative sign, so sorry positive sign, you will use negative. And what is the constant in R3? There is 2, so R3 minus 2 R1. This is how to make the rule, how to apply the operation. So let us start. Now R1 will remain same, there will be no change in R1. So 1, 4, 9 and 16. Let me write down over here R2 minus 3 R1. Right? Firstly, using first value of both the rows R2, 3 minus 3 times R1, 1, 3 minus 3. First element is 0. Now, second element of both the rows. What is here? 2 minus 3 into this 4. So that means 2 minus 12, which is equal to minus 10. And third element of both the rows, it is 3 minus 3 multiplied by 9. It is 3 minus 3 multiplied by 9. That means 3 minus 27. That means it is equal to minus of 24. Minus 24. Let's come to right hand side. 18 minus 3 into 16. Right? 18 minus 3 into 16. That means 18 minus 8. 48. And it is equal to minus 30. It will be equal to minus of 30. Let's come to second operation. R2 minus 2 R1. R2 minus 2 times R1. First element 2 minus 2 into 1, that is 0. You can write down elements over here also. Then second, 1 minus 2 into 4, that means 1 minus 8, that means minus 7. Let's write down over here. Then what will be the next element? 1 minus 2 into 9. So 1 minus 18, which is equal to minus 17. And what about right hand side? 10 minus 2 into 16. Is it 10 minus 2 into 16? So it is equal to 10 minus 32. That is equal to minus of 22. Minus 22. What is the next step? We have to make second diagonal as 1. We have to make second diagonal as 1. How? Now see, there is no 1 in this column. We cannot interchange with any row. So we have to divide. How you will do? R2 into minus 1 by 10. R2, we have to make it plus 1. So R2 into minus 1 by 10. What will it become? R2 into minus 1 by 10. First row will remain same. 1, 4, 9 and 16. Second row 0, 1, minus 24 upon minus 10. Minus minus will become, that means 24 by 10. Either you can write down in the form 2.4. It sometimes became very difficult to solve the decimal fractions. So let's not convert it into decimal fraction. Rather, we can write down it as 12 by 5. So let it be of the form 12 by 5 itself. In the same way, 30 upon 10, minus and minus will be cancelled out. 30 upon 10 will be 3. And third row will remain same. 0, minus 7, minus 17 and minus 22. So second diagonal is 1 now. Now using R2, make the upper and the lower element as 0. Using R2, that means R2 will be at the second position and we have to make R1 0. R1 will be at the first position. Both are of same sign. There will be minus. And what is the constant in R1? That is 4. So R1 minus 4 R2. This is how to make the operation. Similarly, we need 0 in R3. So R3 at the first position, R2 at the second position. You can underline R2. Now see the sign between R2 and R3 that are of opposite signs. That means you will use plus now. And what is the constant in R3? There is 7. So R3 plus 7 R2. So let us start. R2 will remain same. There will be no changes on R2. 0, 1, 12 upon 5 and 3. Now let's come to first. R1 minus 4 R2. First values. R1, 1 minus 0, it will remain same 1. Now second values, you can write down it as again 1 minus 4 into 0 equal to 1. First element. Let's come to second element. What is that? 4 minus 4 into 1, that means 0. So 0. Let's come to third element. R1, 9 minus 4 times R2, which is 12 upon 5. Now you have to solve it. It will become 9 minus 48 upon 5. You can take LCM. 9 into 5, 45 minus 48 upon 5. Is it true? 45 minus 48. That means it will become minus 3 by 5. So it is minus 3 upon 5. Let's come to right hand side. 16 minus 4 into 3. That means 16 minus 12. That is equal to 4. 4 is your right hand side. So let's come to the second operation. R3 plus 7 R2. First element. 0 plus 7 into 0. Total will be 0. Then minus 7 plus 7 into 1. 0. Second element. Third element. Minus 17 plus 7 into 12 by 5. We have to simplify it. It will become minus 17 plus. Can we take anything common? No, we cannot. So 7 into 2, 14. 7 and 1, 8. 84 by 5. You can take LCM. It will be plus 84 and 5, 8 minus 85. and the total will be minus 1 by 5. And what about the right hand side? It will be minus 22 plus 7 into 3. So minus 22 plus 21 total is equal to minus 1. I hope it is clear to everyone. And what is our next step? Now at last, making third diagonal 1. Now see, third diagonal is minus 1 by 5. We will multiply it with minus 5. Only in that case, it will become 1. It is already minus 1 by 5. When we will multiply it with minus 5, it will become 1. Minus minus will become plus, 5 and 5 will be cancel out. So we are going to multiply R3 with minus 5. So first and second rows will remain same. 0, 1, 12 by 5 and 3 and 0, 0, 1. What about right hand side? Minus 1 into minus 5, it will be plus 5. Now, earlier in the first step, we used R1, then we used R2. Now we are going to use this R3. So let us start. We have to make R1 0. Using R3, both are of opposite sign. We will use plus. And what is the constant in R1? It is 3 by 5. In the same way, making R2 0, using R3, both are of same sign. We will use minus, and constant in R2 is 12 upon 5. So it will lead to, left hand side will lead to 1 0 0, 0 1 0, 0 0 1. And what about the right hand side? Third row will remain same. And what about the first, second row? R1. R1 means 4 plus this 3 by 5. 3 by 5 multiplied by R3, which is 5. So 4 plus 3 total is 7. Second row, R2. This is 3 minus 12 by 5 into this R3, which is 5. And 3 minus 12. That means minus of 9. So let's convert them back in the form of equations. This is your value of x, first element into x plus second into y plus third into z. This is your right hand side. That means we got x as 7. Second row, first element into x, second into y, third into z is equal to right hand side. That means y is equal to minus 9. Again, first into x plus second into y plus third into z is equal to right hand side. That means z is equal to 5. So how to write down the answer? Therefore, x is equal to 7, y is equal to minus 9 and z is equal to 5 is the required solution. Now, if we need to check whether this answer is correct or not, what we will do? We will substitute the values of x, y and z in the given equations, in all the three equations, and it should be equal to right hand side. That means putting x equal to 7, y equal to minus 9 and z equal to 5. After multiplication, you will get it as 10. Similarly, for the second equation, you will get it as 18. For the third, it will be equal to 16. So this is about Gauss-Jordan method.